Welcome, welcome. My name is Artemis, and I like to read and knit and play games. I have recently fallen down the rabbit hole of ASMR gaming, and it looked like way too much fun not to try it. So today, I thought we could play Strange Horticulture. It seems to be a game where you run a plant shop, and you are definitely not a witch. But also there's some kind of mystery or puzzle solving element. Anyway, it sounds like it should be wonderfully relaxing. But before we get into that, I would love if you could comment below and tell me about something good that happened to you this week. Maybe you bought a new plant, or you got to cuddle with your friend's cat. Maybe you're lucky enough to have your own cat. For me, a good thing that happened this week is it's finally warming up, and so all the snow outside is perfect snowball snow. So when I went for a walk with my husband today, I got to throw snowballs at him, and that was so joyful. Perhaps he didn't think it was quite so joyful, but I thought it was very joyful. Alright, let's start this new game. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or, more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There's much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. I love the ambiance in this game with the rain. Isn't it just the best if you can be in a room with a lot of windows, or like a greenhouse or a sunroom when it's raining? Oh, I love that so much. The rain on the glass. You can see the sky. It feels very special. What do we have here in our plant shop? We have a kitty. Oh, look at the kitty. Or we can pet the kitty. Good kitty. We have so many plants. Look at that. I have no idea what any of these are. Wait, does this cycle around? No, okay. It doesn't wrap around. Seem to have some buttons over here on the side. The will to explore, a closer inspection, and a rising dread. That doesn't sound super pleasant. What is this candle? I'm sure the microphone isn't picking it up, but there's a very noisy squirrel outside, He's absolutely screaming about something. Probably another squirrel stole his nuts. It's very upsetting. Okay, let's read this note. I found it, an excerpt on the elusive wandering wandering bull. My goodness, their handwriting isn't the best. Come to the library in Ambleside, and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. Signed, Simone. P.S. Give Hellbore a good scratch behind the ear from me. That must be our kitty Hellbore. Oh, he's purring. Alright, so now what? I suppose we click the bell. Oh, Victoria Gray. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day surrounded by plants. Yes, I bet it is. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night, I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me. But nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. And it looks like she wants St. John's poppy, which maybe looks roughly like that. Alright, so what does this do? Oh, we have a drawer. Oh, wonderful. We have... Oh, and this is our desktop over here. I understand. Oh, I like this a very great deal. I am such a sucker for old wooden furniture with a little filigree on the side. Oh. Okay, I'm so happy right now. Oh, I was supposed to be dragging things onto the desk. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we have another letter. Okay, what does this one say? Dangerous plant. Grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrel. Keep it secret. Okay. Well, that should be secret. Let's see. We can probably put this letter in there too. What's in our archive? Nothing. Okay. Labels. Oh, we can label our plants. That seems useful. Let's leave those out. What's in here? Oh, book of plants. This seems very important. Okay. A note from the author. This encyclopedia can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Note that where I have included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often, the description will be more useful to you. It sounds like the author may have taken some artistic liberties. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. Oh my. Alright, let's be very safe then. Contents. Bishop's parasol. Farmer's worry. Forest camphor. Fox button. Gandy root. Harlequin blue. Was that the thing that was mentioned in this note over here? No. Wandering something else. Okay, let's put that away. Lemon dandy, Mary's breath, mellow glow, wren, St. John's poppy, and winter boy. Well, let's skip to St. John's poppy, since that's what we're looking for this nice lady Victoria. St. John's poppy, Papaver velemedy. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draft that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. The flowers of the St. John's poppy are bright red with a yellow center. Bright red with a yellow center. It seems like perhaps that one. Do we have anything that fits that description better? No, not that way. Bright red with a yellow center. No, it does seem to be this one. Let's label that, shall we? St. John's poppy. Let's see, and what color shall we put this tag? Well, I don't have a color system yet, but I like purple. Let's make it purple. Okay. Move those out of the way. So now that we've found the plant, do we bring it over here? Use plant. Oh my. Plant identified. Rewards, we get a book entry. Well, let's collect that. Oh, what have we learned? Clavilium. Scientific name, Marsilia clavis. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Let's add that to the book. That seems very important. Now, does this take us... Yes, that takes us to the contents, and that will close the book. Very good. Oh, we seem to have... Oh. Well, that's interesting. If I click on these symbols, they change. I wonder if that's a combination to a lock somewhere. Now, I noticed that when we had picked this up, we were able to drag it over to a closer inspection. Oh, so this tells us that the flowers are red with a sweet scent. Good to know. I'm very curious about these strange mushrooms. I must know. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Red spores protrude from the caps. It seems like perhaps not a mushroom to be eaten. Alright. What do we have in our drawer? Oh. Well, this is interesting. I am not sure what to do with this. It seems to be... I thought it would be a coin, but it's nearly half the size of the book. It seems to be a dial of some sort, probably useful for decoding something. I wonder if it matches any of the symbols over here. These all seem to be flower shapes. No, it doesn't match any of these. Interesting. Well, we'll put that back in there for now. Oh, we can make things bigger. Very nice. Keep that safe. Oh, this is this is cute. This book is by Wilfrid Voynich. There is, in reality, a manuscript known as the Voynich manuscript, and it's got all sorts of botanical illustrations of plants that, to the best of our knowledge, don't exist, and it's written in some language or code that nobody's been able to decode. So there's just this mysterious book in existence that nobody knows what it's about. Some people think that it's just a fake, somebody made it just for a laugh, but it is legitimately quite old, so if it is a joke, it is a very old one. If you're interested, I highly encourage looking up the Voynich manuscript if you want to know more. Oh, we have a map. A map, spelled M-A-P-P-E, of Undermere and the surrounding area. Let's open that up. Oh, there's so many places. I wonder if we can travel to these places and collect plants eventually. That would be so fun. There we are, Undermere. Ambleside. Oh, clicking on the place just closes the map. Well, we'll find out what to do with that later. Let's see. Oh, now that we've opened the map, we have the will to explore. Okay, well, let's clean up the shop before we go exploring. Let's put our labels away. We'll put our book back in the drawer. Close the drawer. So we're all cleaned up. I suppose it is Friday. It's time to close the shop for the day and go on a little weekend vacation to forage for some plants. Yes, I think that sounds like a good thing to do. Hellbort, how are you doing? He's doing pretty well. Alright, the will to explore. Oh, okay, so now there's all these grids I can click on. Undermere's here. Ambleside. Well, that was in that note from before, so... Oh, okay. What have we found? The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. Let's collect the book entry. 2 book entries, wonderful. We've learned about gilded dendra, otherwise known as Morisca obitus. Obitus. Forgive my poor Latin pronunciation. I only took 1 term in university. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. That sounds like a very strong poison that maybe I should not have in my shop. Oh dear. Let's add that to the book. Oh no, I didn't read the other thing. Hang on, I forgot to read the other one. Let's look it up in the book. Come here, book. Oh, you can just stack things on the desk. You can have a messy desk. Oh, I love that so much. As much as I do appreciate an enforced organization system, I also really appreciate that we can have all of the fun of making our own chaotic organizational system. I'm so happy right now. Okay. The Wandering Bew. That was the other thing we were supposed to learn about. Bullium vagus. So called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. Oh my. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname fingersbane. Do I have this mushroom? It's not this mushroom. Could it be this mushroom? It smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Definitely not that. Smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels like rough glass paper. We have so many interesting plants. Alright, I think we can close this now. Oops. Close the book, I meant. Put the book away. Alright, what is this will to explore? Oh, we can explore someplace else. And I have access to everything in my drawer. Interesting. This seems this note was a to-do, so I've done that. Now what was this one? Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Back Barrow. Back Barrow. Keep it secret. Where is Back Barrow? Side, Rydal Cave, Grassmere, Fairfell Park, Jack's Rake, Dungeon Gill, Bowfell, Crinkle Crags, Hard Knot, the Old Man, Torver, Hills, it says it's near Hills. Hills near Back Barrow. Oh, here it is. Here's Back Barrow. Grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast. Well, those would be hills to the northeast. Let's go there. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a grey morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing, too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloak of unwelcome shade. But I found a plant. Let's collect the plant. I acquired a new plant. Oh, that's so exciting. It looks so fun. Can put that away. Oh, I tried to put it in the clue slot, but it is not a clue. It's a letter. Oh, that doesn't say letters. That says items. Oh my goodness. Apparently I should not be allowed to try to read handwriting sideways. Let's see. So that's done. That's done. Oh, can I archive them? Yes, I can. Look at that. We're so organized. I love it. Oh, what is this? This looks like a note. It matches the symbols on the table. It's that upside down flower shape. Interesting. Oh, interesting. The will to explore seems to be a little timer. So maybe you can only go out every so often. Huh. Oh, and it's still Friday even. Oh my goodness, we're so efficient. We've been to all these places and it's still Friday. Well, perhaps, is this a letter? It does seem to be a letter. It is not a clue. I'm not allowed to put it in the clue slot. Okay. Well, let's put the map away. I think that means... Oh, did I have a name for this? Red fruits, long flat leaves. What was the note? Dangerous plant. Well, that doesn't help. It's a dangerous plant. Okay. Well, let's see about serving another customer then. Let's pet the cat first. It's very important. Oh, I turned the sound effects down so they wouldn't be too loud, but now you can't hear the cat purring. I didn't want the rain to be too loud. Maybe I can turn it up? I don't know. Anyway, let's get another customer. David Chafer, what do you need? Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. Oh, he's the mailman. Thank you, Mr. Chafer. What's our letter? Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets, oh my. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town, with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Goodness. But it seems that we should go to Gosforth and find an interesting plant. Let's see. To the south of the town. To the south of Gosforth. Let's go exploring. Where is Gosforth? There's so many places. Iwick, Rustland, Grisdale Forest, Torver. Oh, here it is, Gosforth. And it was... what did we say? In the woods to the south of the town. In the woods. On the northeast corner of the wood. Which seems like it would be here. Let's try it. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamour of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Let's collect the plant. What have we found? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I wish I could have that in real life. Well, that's exciting. Let's fold that up. We don't need that right now. And we've dealt with that, so that can be archived. Let's put that away. New customer time. Gilbert Ames. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way around, down through Back Barrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I've brought a fennet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Lemon dandy? I don't know what lemon dandy looks like. Let's consult the book. Lemon dandy, lemon dandy. Here it is. Lemon dandy. Citrum crispus. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. Interesting. Among medicinally, the flower of the lemon dandy is most... That really doesn't tell me what it looks like. Okay. It seems to look like some sort of puff. Let's analyze this. It's pungent, but not unpleasant. The bulb is a soft yellow, and the leaves are waxy. I don't think that's it. Curled leaves. Curled leaves like a lemon rind. Curled leaves like a lemon rind. There's watering cans in the way. Curled leaves like a lemon rind. It's yellow. The leaves are coarse to the touch. No. Not that one. Oh, this might be it. Curled leaves. Smell is faintly off-putting, but not overpowering. Well, it has curled leaves, and the flowers do seem to look like that. I think maybe it's this one. We'll find out. Oh, look. I did identify it correctly. I am rewarded with a new plant, which he told me was fennel. Okay, so let's drag this over here to my labels. You are fennel. I don't know what you're good for yet. And you, let's drag a label up here. You are lemon dandy. Spread those out a little. I wonder what I do with this. Tags. I wonder what I do with this watering can. Oh, I can water the plants. I wonder if the plants die if I don't water them. Oh dear. This game may have just gotten a lot more complicated if I actually have to maintain these plants in some way. Oh dear. Oh dear. Looks like we're able to go exploring again, but I have no hints as to where to go exploring, so do we have fennel in here? I still don't know what fennel does. Alright, well, let's see if somebody new gives us something to do. Faye Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her, a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. Oh my. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. Forest camphor. Let's see, forest camphor. What does the book say about that? Forest camphor, Camium silva. Camomum silva. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. The camphor produces a beautiful, rounded, dark blue cluster made of many smaller flowers. Oh, I think we looked at that before. Is it this way? I think it might be this one. Strong-smelling bulb. It's pungent, but not unpleasant. Yes. Blue cluster made of many smaller flowers. I think it's this. Is this the plant you're looking for? Oh, it is. Look at that. And from that we've learned about Butterdale. But, oh my goodness. Buttirum dixarat. Some of these names, my goodness. Often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. Wonderful. But we identified forest camphor, so let's label that and make it purple for absolutely no reason other than I think it's a pretty plant, and so it gets a pretty purple label. Now let's see what this BIOS button does. This is new. Oh, it seems that Faye Swift is a psychic. She seems to be somebody that's well known in this town. Faye grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent, but once is enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled in the night, the sleeping Faye held close. Oh my goodness, such trauma. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She came to Strange Horticulture seeking relief from her nightmares. Oh, and then there's a whole chat log, in case I need to remember what happened. Interesting. I wonder how this plays into the game as a whole later. I'm sure it'll be important. And somehow, it's still only Friday. What a busy day. Oh my. Let's finish out Friday. So I think it's time for a new customer. Ding. Love that sound. Nora Butterfield. Got any wandering beau? That always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the beau, if you've got it. Wandering beau, we do have that. We went and found that. Wandering beau. Yes, that was the fungus. Oh my. Oh, but we didn't have that, did we? That was the fungus with the sharp parts underneath. But it wasn't that, because that doesn't have spores, correct? Oh, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Okay, I think maybe it's that. Perhaps it's that. Oh, it is? Look at us go. What have we learned? We've learned about Lady of Summer. Cometessa aestavium. The leaves curl round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature, make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Alright, let's label this. So first of all, where's my labels? You were the wandering beau. And I think this might be this plant that we've just learned of, curling leaves and a pretty flower. That was the... No. Lady of Summer. Curled delightfully round with an attractive flower. Hardy nature. Ornamental plant. Yes, that seems right. But I don't have a positive identification on it yet. I will put it over here as a thing that I think maybe I know, but I'm not certain. Bring that closer, and I believe there was something else that I'd identified. Yes, this. Let's bring this over and put it here. Keep the things that I know all together. That seems like a good system of organization. Close that, put the labels, oh goodness, let's put the labels away, because I've learned I can lose those under the book, just like in real life. Now before we end the day, do we have anywhere else that we want to explore? Not really. Oh, this fits map grids, I think. Oh, that's very interesting. Oh, that's very interesting indeed. I wonder if this is a compass of some sort, then. Interesting. Oh, and this, we can zoom in on places so that we can read the map properly. Alright. We don't have anywhere in particular to look, but I think it might be fun to just make an attempt and see if we find something. So how about, oh, a dungeon. How about a dungeon? That seems cool. Let's go to a dungeon. engine gill. As I scramble up through the wooden ravine, the jagged outline of Jack's rake becomes intimidatingly visible in the distance. But that will have to wait for another day. The fertile forest is lush and enticing, and a plethora of colorful plants and trees, but I don't find anything rare enough to take back with me. Oh no. Oh well. That's all right. What happens? Oh, give Hellbore a scratch. Very important. Let's end the day. What's this? We seem to have a deck of cards. Oh, it's not a cinematic. Alright. Do we click on the cards? Oh, we do. The card says Row H, the third river. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book, tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Looks like we'll have to visit Ambleside again. Day 2, Saturday. Oh, it looks like they've put things out on the desk for us. Oh, I'm too intrigued. I was going to end it here, but I am too intrigued. I need to know. The will to explore. Alright. So, Row H. The third river. Okay, we have, it's labeled down the sides. Row H. The third river. Okay, we have 1 river, 2 river, 3 river. What do we do with this? Do we click on it? Do we go there? Let's go there and find out. A dead deer in the river. Yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. But we found a plant. New plant acquired. Oh dear, that also looks a bit like the ornamental one that I thought was the ladies something. Oh dear. All these plants are starting to look the same. Well. But what if we take this and put it on, move this over, oh my goodness, put this on H, I think it was 11. Does this help in some fashion? Well, it does seem to point along obvious directions on the map. I'm so intrigued. I'm so intrigued to know how this is going to play into things later. However, we have played through an entire day, so I think it's a good place to stop. Let's clean up the shop first. Let's do that. Put away the medallion and the map and the book. Close the drawer. Pet the cat. Alright. Well, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this one-day playthrough of Strange Horticulture. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this. So, if you're still here and still awake, please let me know if you'd like to see more of this, because I would certainly be interested in making more of these videos. Alright. Good night, everyone.